Hello everyone, and welcome again to the Natural Resources Canada series on urban trees. I'm Ken Farr. I'm a dendrologist with the Canadian Forest Service here at NRCan, and today we're going to be talking about some of the urban trees that are common in the area and that would be useful as trees for planting on properties and in and around spaces in your community. In an earlier video on red maple, we mentioned that sugar maple was not a good choice for urban forests, and that holds true. But I think it was a little unfair and really missing out on a spectacular native tree if we don't talk about sugar maple. When we said not a good choice for an urban planting, really that meant not along a street, not as a boulevard tree where the roots are going to be constricted and likely to be growing in compacted soil and experiencing salt in winter, at least here in eastern Canada. For those reasons, these trees don't deal well with that level of stress. But here we are in an urban park in a downtown area of the city, and this is a sugar maple, Acer Saccharum, and it's doing just fine where it is. The thing to keep in mind is there are lots of open space for the roots here. There's a nice soil, lots of overhead space as well. So if you're living in the suburbs, kind of the peri-urban area, or have an expansive space in a downtown site, it's still a useful choice and a spectacular tree. So identification-wise, the leaves, of course, are iconic as a Canadian symbol and spectacular in autumn, of course, anywhere from yellow to red to purple to scarlet. Keep in mind that sugar maple, compared to Norway maple, which is a very common exotic and invasive tree species in urban areas, sugar maple, the whole shape of the tree of the leaf is square and not rectangular. There's 3 main veins on the leaf itself, not 5, and about 5 lobes, sometimes 3, and not 7. The other real strong characteristic for identifying sugar maple, once it becomes mature, is this wonderful bark that, as you can see, forms nice long vertical ridges, but each of the ridges tends to curl away from the bark, the trunk of the tree, on one side. And that curling bark is extremely characteristic. You're not going to see it with any of the other native maples, and a Norway maple does not have that characteristic at all. Beautiful, moderately fast-growing trees, long-lived. In a natural forest, 300, 400 years old is a good lifespan for a sugar maple. Maybe slightly less in an urban setting, but a nice tree that you're going to have for a long time once you've planted it. Now, keep in mind that it's a big tree, which makes it an excellent shade tree. It means it can deliver all of those urban environmental services of shade, of shelter, adding to green spaces, but it's a big tree. So as much as 30 meters tall, maybe 20 meters wide. Again, you have to make sure that you have a space where the tree is going to be able to develop and thrive. So a sugar maple, it's the tree that we get maple syrup from. It's a beautiful component of the eastern Canadian broadleaf forest, and it does have its place in the urban forest as well.
If you like this video, let us know with a thumbs up. Click on the logo below to subscribe to the Simply Science channel, and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload new videos.